Hi guys, don't worry, not a controversial video at all. Uh, See, I just want to talk about a few important life lessons which I always follow and how I generally think out of the box and make sure everything is for our goodness. Whatever happens is always for our goodness. I literally have stress. I rarely have stress. I never have stress. I never feel any day stressful. Even I'm working 12-14 hours in a day, I never feel stressful because I always leave things. You would have seen me in all my videos in the entire my past 5 years on the YouTube till date. I never blamed any faculty that they copied my content, she copied my content, he copied my content. Never. In spite, somebody really actually copying the content. This is one proof. You know what happened? This is our account Sai Babu sir material. Okay, we, our Sreshta, entire our team and Sai Babu sir, we sat day and night for almost 1.5-2 months and then made this material. And another faculty, I don't want to name him, I know him, okay, not personally, but I know him, who did this. Okay, they exactly copy pasted this content and then started showing that this is their own material work. But it's okay. By the way, how this incident came up, how this incident came into limelight. There is another faculty who shared this incident on their Instagram story, which many students are circulating, and then finally it reached me through another faculty, fourth faculty. Okay, so they shared me, sir, your content is copied, you have to take an action. But I immediately, when I see this incident, I just spoke to Sai Babu sir, and what we decided, let us not do any kind of copyright claim, or let us not take any sort of aggressive reaction. No, let's not do that. Ultimately, who are being benefited? We thought it is the students ultimately who are being benefited. Whether I did that or you did that or somebody else did that, it doesn't matter, sir. At the end of the day, if students are benefiting, that is enough. And one more thing I want to tell, we already thought, we already decided, and we are already ready for it long ago, when our all PDF resources, all our material PDFs are open. I hope every one of you know it. We are the only academy who provide open PDFs, colored books PDFs, that too, even though we know that book can be copy pasted. When you're keeping PDFs, there are two options. One, convert into image format where it cannot be readable. It cannot be converted into, you cannot copy paste it. Another one is PDF format, as it is text readable format. But if I convert into image format, no, the letter will be blurred. There are so many students who are taking black and white printout. If they take a printout of the image format of the PDF, they get a blurred version. We don't want even that to affect. So what we did, you can just copy the text and paste also. So in an editable format, that PDF we shared in our free resources, just only for one reason, because at the end of the day, student should not feel, suppose if at all he don't want to have a color notes, which is bit costly, and he want to have a black and white material at his local Xerox shop, which is little affordable, they should not feel bad for it. So they should not feel unaffordable. So that's the reason we kept open PDF. And the very day one we decided to keep open PDF, all our faculties and me unanimously agreed to one thing: sir, there will be a possibility of copying our content, but let it be. Ultimately, students are the one who are going to benefit, and we always work hard. So we don't have to copy anybody. We don't have to look at anybody. I know since we are always original work creators, we always have an updated product. Let anybody else copy. We don't have an issue. As long as student gets benefit, that's okay. And the second issue I want to talk. Recently there is a faculty called Saksham Jain. Okay, Saksham Jain. That sir has messaged me. He's also an audit faculty. Okay, it seems. So you see what he messaged. Sir, I've been using your similar 3-4 strategy in my boost batch. Okay, and since you popularized it well, I just have mentioned and credited to you so that there is no miscommunication. And guess what I replied? This one faculty is using a 3-4 strategy related one. See, what I generally believe is, different people get the same idea at different points of time. There's a possibility, right? Same idea, but different people get the same idea at different points of time. Just because I spoke about one idea on day 1 and somebody is speaking about the same on day 50, that doesn't mean he copied me. That is a level of maturity with which I think. And this incident happened on 4th November, you can see. And you know what I replied? I'll just show you what I replied. Sir, so generous of you. Honestly, sir, this idea is something which every faculty almost will get it. Just that it was a name given to me. I mean, it was the name which I gave. So I'm never a kind of person like, it's actually an audio clip, so it transcribed exactly whatever. So those kind of people are like very narrow mentality. So every almost, like what ultimately I replied, I have that maturity, and by the way, really thanks for generous understanding and giving me a credit. But it is absolutely your own idea, and you absolutely deserve your own credit. What I replied ultimately, the summary is, sir, you might have got the same idea at a different later point of time. That doesn't mean you copied me. I mentioned this. So just because you're using this idea at a later point of time after I made it popularized, that doesn't mean you copied me. Okay. So often you could have seen already in none of my video I would have said, they copied me, they copied me, they copied me. You know what I strongly feel? Only insecure people are worried about others copying them. I am never insecure. That's the only that's the only reason why I keep all my resources open. My life, my finances, everything is literally open. I'm not an insecure person, basically. Okay, as long as I'm working hard, nobody can touch me. This is all what I know. As long as I'm working hard, as long as I'm competent, as long as I'm updating myself, nobody can touch me. This is what I know. And as long as I'm transparent with respect to taxes that I pay to government, with respect to finances, with respect to lenders with whom I'm honoring, with respect to the faculty where I'm honoring commitments, as long as I'm honoring everywhere properly, genuinely, truthfully, I don't have to worry about anything. This is what my simple, my simple way of understanding about the life. Be truthful, be faithful with whomever you're dealing, and you don't have to feel any stress at all. The biggest remedy for stress is you be as you are. Don't showcase something different from what you actually behind you are. So if at all you're transparent everywhere, I think the stress level automatically comes down. So this is one more incident how I reply, when a faculty uses my name. I didn't react like, sir, how can you use my name, my strategy? That's my strategy, I invented it. Nothing. This is in fact 3-4 strategy is something that I never invented. In fact, that was something I copied from my teachers. In our school days, when we are studying, our teachers used to tell, hey, at least you study 70% syllabus, okay, you will at least qualify. Did your teacher said this? The same is what I'm telling. I just named it as 3-4 strategy, that's it. Okay, remember, most of the ideas that we get are based upon the influences that we have from various people. Okay, maybe you might have named it, you might have popularized it. That just because you named it and popularized it, that doesn't mean it is your idea. Why? To that extent, there are so many who copy literally our materials, literally our business model, literally everything. But still, I never blame anybody that he copied. No, I'm very secure person. I don't have insecurity at all. So what is the life lesson you have to learn when you find this kind of incident? Generally, when somebody who put so much hard work and then do this kind of work and getting to know that this kind of copying is being done, the immediate instant reaction is we want to fire them. We want to showcase that how dare you can think in a better way. Ultimately, this is going to benefit whom? Why you did this much big best material? One, you want to give the best to the student, thereby you want to get a best recognition. And you know what, by the way, in the entire incident, what I felt was impressed. The actual faculty who shared this, okay, and I got to know that they know about our materials, and students are circulating this, which means they know about that we did this material work at fast. What I was surprised and shocked was people at ground level, students, they are using our materials. So that fact we discovered, and we felt very happy after this incident came into limelight to us. We felt very happy. Oh my God, thank God people are using our materials and our materials are being useful. In this entire incident, this issue didn't bother me at all. What actually made me so happy was, our material is being used by, there are hundreds and thousands of students who are actually using our material, which is what ultimately the effort that we put in is being used by many and they're recognizing it. That is the point that I captured out of this entire incident. That's it. Fine. So tomorrow, as you grow older, okay, as you grow in your life also, there will be definitely an incident where somebody will copy your content. But how you should react? You should never react in a controversial manner when somebody copies your content. Okay, there is a way to react on anything. So that's it. Fine. All the very best. Take care. I hope I didn't waste your time.